Take a look around you. The internet is completely flooded with financial gurus telling you what exactly stock to buy, what crypto is going up to explode tomorrow, or why you need to pull all your money into S&P 500 right now. Everybody is chasing the mechanics. They are searching for the perfect magic formula. But let me ask you a serious question. Why do so many people who make millions of dollars in the stock market or even win the lottery end up completely flat broke in a couple years? The answer is very simple. It is the biggest secret in the financial world. It is because they built a house on the foundation of sand. Today, we are going to talk about the absolute foundation of investing. It has nothing to do with the charts, it has nothing to do with the company balance sheets, and it has less to do with the specific stocks you pick. It has everything to do with your attitude. It has everything to do with your character, your self-discipline, and your self-control. This is timeless truth. It does not matter if you're watching this video today in 2026 or if you find it in 5 years or 10 years from now on. Human psychology and human behavior never changes. If you do not master your mind and your habits first, the market will eventually take back every single dollar you make. Let's look at the raw truth about where your attitude comes from. Most people do not realize this, but your financial destiny was largely pre-programmed into you before you even had your first job. It comes from how you were brought up. Think about your childhood. Think about the family you grew up in. Were your parents spending money like there was no tomorrow? Were they constantly overbuying completely unnecessary items just to fill a temporary emotional void? Walk into a lot of homes today, and what do you see? You see clothes stuffed in with items that have the price tag still on them. You see a double, triple items sitting in the garage collecting dust. You open the fridge and it is full of rotten food that nobody ever ate, just ready to be thrown away. This is not just a bad housekeeping. It is a toxic financial attitude. And if you grew up watching this, you inherited this. It became your baseline definition of how a human being handles resources. Psychologists call this financial socialization. Science proves that children as young as 5 years old already form deep, distinct emotional reaction to saving and spending money. A major study from the University of Michigan tracked how those early childhood attitudes translate into the real-life adult behaviors. Those researchers discovered that children who grew up in environments without spending discipline develop what is called a low pain of paying. So where a normal disciplined person buys something unnecessary, their brain actually registers a small emotional ping of discomfort, a healthy friction that keeps them from overspending. But if you were raised in a household where swiping a credit card was a solution to every emotional problem, that friction is completely broken. You don't feel the pain. You just buy, buy, and buy. Now imagine you take that exact same unhealed habit, that exact same childhood attitude, and you enter the investing world. You think that you are ready because you watch a couple of videos and learn how to open the brokerage account. You buy a great company like Intel during a turnaround, or you steadily buy a broad S&P 500 index fund. Then the market goes up, your portfolio grows, and suddenly you are sitting on thousands of dollars in profits. You feel like a genius. But what happens next? Your old habits are sitting in the dark, waiting for you. If you haven't built a character of self discipline, that newly acquired wealth will trigger your baseline programming. Suddenly, you feel like you have a license to spend. You look at your phone screen, you see a green numbers, and immediately go out and buy a massive luxury car you can't afford it, or multi-million dollar house with a giant mortgage that traps your capital. You start overbuying unnecessary toys, inflating your lifestyle to show off to the crowd. What did you actually achieve? Nothing. You just repeated the exact same cycle of your childhood, but with the bigger numbers. You use the right stack, but because you have the wrong character, you blew up the capital anyway. This is why data from the major financial institutions shows that up to 70% of the wealthy families lose their fortune by the second generation. It is not because they didn't inherit money or good stocks. It is because they never inherited discipline required to keep all this wealth. This brings us to the massive psychological truth. You can never outperform your own character. Think about the legendary investors like Warren Buffett. Do you think he became a billionaire because he was simply better at math than everyone else on Wall Street? Absolutely not. There are thousands of geniuses, mathematicians on Wall Street who end up losing everything. Buffett won because of his character. He is a disciplined saver first and then investor second. He has lived in the exact same modest house since 1958. He drives a basic car. He understands that wealth is not about what you show to the world. It is about what you keep and ultimately compound. Investing is a game of emotional survival. The stock market is a giant machine designed to transfer money from the impatient emotional crowd to the calm, disciplined contrarians. When the market panics and crashes, like we see during big geopolitical events or political election downturns, undisciplined investors panic too. They see their portfolio drop by 20%, the emotions take over, and they sell everything at the absolute bottom, locking in a massive losses. But the investor with a strong character does the exact opposite. They have a self-control. They sit completely calm on their ready cash reserves, block out the daily media noise, and wait for the high-quality assets to go on a deep emotional discount. They swim against the tide because their character allows them to tolerate the discomfort of being different from the herd. If you are a beginner and just entering the investing world today, I want you to completely shift your focus. Stop spending 5 hours a day searching for the next volatile tech hype stock. Instead, spend the time auditing your own habits. Look at your daily choices. Do you have control over your small impulses? Can you walk past the store or close the online shopping tab without buying something you don't need? If you cannot control your desire to buy a coffee you cannot afford today, you will never have a discipline to hold a stock when it is crashing tomorrow. You must intentionally break a chain of generational overspending. If your parents spent like there was no tomorrow, make a conscious decision today to be one who stopped the rot. Start tracking every single dollar. Force yourself to live beneath your means. Build up a massive mountain of cash in the safe settlement account, not to show off, but to give yourself financial peace of mind and structural power. True wealth is quiet. It is invisible. It is the money you choose not to spend on flashy jewelry, on luxury cars, The foundation of investing is simple. Master your cash flow, master your mind, and build a character that can stand firm when the rest of the crowd is running on pure emotions. Thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time to focus on what truly matters for the long-term financial survival. Please remember that I am a very simple investor. In no shape or form I'm a financial advisor, and I'm not telling you what to do with your portfolio. This video is strictly for informational and educational purposes. Always try to learn investing from great books rather than just from watching videos. Books deeply train your mind. Videos often just entertain it. Let me know what do you think in the comments below. Did you grow up in the household that talked openly about saving, or did you have to unlearn bad habits from your family? Share your story below. If you like this video, give me a thumb up and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends. If you didn't like it, give me a thumb down and explain why you didn't like it. And in the end, like always, please take care about your health and well-being, because your health is always your biggest investment. If you don't look after your body and your mind first, you won't have a stamina to enjoy any of your wealth you build. Take care of yourself and have a great day.